Limbaugh challenge. Our next guest has dared liberals and mainstream media as well to take a real listen to Rush Limbaugh to find out if they really do disagree with what he's saying.
So they did, and the results are in the LA Times today. How's it going? Let's ask Andrew Klavan. He's a novelist and screenwriter. Newest book that hit the stores at the end of the month is going to be called The Last Thing I Remember. Andrew, welcome.
Thanks. It's good to be here.
All right, Andrew, what happened when you asked liberals to listen? Did they? What did they find out?
Well, you know what? The reaction was kind of predictable, but it was also kind of revealing. I got a lot of letters in my inbox that were full of hatred and vitriol and foul language, telling me how hateful and vitriolic and foul Rush was. And that was kind of revealing to me of a double standard. You know, the left has guys like Bill Maher and Jon Stewart. They're constantly dropping F-bombs on people, Sarah Palin, anyone who believes in God. And the mainstream media goes out and says, oh, these people are outrageous and incendiary and clever and interesting. But when Rush starts to make jokes, outlandish jokes about the people who want to take our liberty and take our money and our power, they call him hateful. Suddenly he's hateful. And I thought that there was a lot of that in my mailbox.
And in fact, I understand, Andrew, that when a number of liberals wrote out, what was discovered was the fact that they do listen to Rush. They listen to him a lot.
You know what? They say they listen to him.
Well, Norman,
for instance,
you know what? Andrew, Norman Lear, the famous sitcom guy who's also a backer of a number of liberal causes, he even subscribes to Rush's premium service so that he can get the transcripts and stuff like that. Now, there's somebody who's very interested in what Rush Limbaugh has to say.
He says he is, but you know, I noticed in his article in the Times that the quotes he put in there were the usual quotes that are excerpted by the mainstream media and taken completely out of context. Right. And that's one of the tricks they use to get people to think that Rush is hateful. Listen, you know, the funny thing about Rush is he has a lot to say, and he does say outlandish things, and he has a lot of bluster and funniness, but he's empowered by one central idea all the time, which is that you should be free, that you should decide how to spend your money and how to live your life. Yeah. And I think a lot of people, especially this administration and the mainstream media, they think, oh, we're the experts, we went to the Ivy League schools,
Andrew,
we know
I'm
what
not
to
your
do with your
agent,
money.
but you would be a great talk show host as well.
Sure. And his new book
Thank you very much.
is coming out shortly. It's called The Last Thing I Remember. Andrew Klavan, thanks for joining us today from the LA area. Thanks, sir.
It's a pleasure.
Straight ahead, the entire